Hello everybody and welcome back to Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations. Today, we are changing our perspective. Look at that. Look at the person. Look at the person on the I don't know what to call that. On the right side of the screen. Date, time, location, Who could that be at this time of night? Yes, Edgeworth speaking. Edgy, get up! It's an emergency! Huh? Larry, do you know what time it is? It's not Larry, it's Louise! Louise Doonan! This is nothing more than a terrible nightmare. I'll just roll over and... Wait, don't hang up! It's an emergency! It's Nick! He took a really nasty spill! Well, it wouldn't be the first time, sir. I'm not joking, his life is in danger. What? What happened? Tell me. Talk about a guy with bad luck, he may already be dead. Anyway, you've got to come back. You're the only one that can help. My Iris, my beautiful Iris, she needs help. Alright, I don't know what's going on, but I'll be there as soon as I can. I'm at the detention center. Please, hurry! It's been 1 year since I left that country. I thought I wouldn't have to see him again for a while. Sounds like it won't be a pretty reunion, as if I expected anything to change. I love playing as Edgeworth. February 8th, 2:19 p.m., detention center, visitors room. You're late, Edgy! What took you so long? Attorney's badge, type other, received from Phoenix Wright. Received from Wright. He wasn't serious when he gave this to me, was he? Received from Wright. Something about reading people's hearts. What utter nonsense. And all these... He's just gonna say normal things. But, Phoenix Wright, age 26, gender male. My friend since grade school, fell from Dusky Bridge and is currently hospitalized. Dick Gumshoe. Okay, no, that's the same. Larry Butts, age 25, gender male. My friend since grade school. I don't remember how we became friends there. I don't want to hear it. I chartered a private jet to come as quickly as I could. Well, you should have chartered a faster one. Anyway, just listen. Something happened to Miss Elise, Nika's, Maya, and Iris's bikini. Huh? Say something edgy. Before I came here, I stopped in at the hospital where Wright is. I believe I have a better understanding of the situation than you at this point. The murder victim was the picture book author Miss Elise Dunham. She was found by Wright and the head nun. The suspect is the temple's younger nun. Then later, while Wright was crossing the bridge, it broke and he fell into the river. The hospital says that he'll need at least 2 days of bed rest. Yes, that's right. You got it. But they arrested her. My sweet little Iris. And here I was convinced he was the one the police had arrested. However, I still don't understand what these 2 items are for. What are you talking about? The things Wright gave to me when I was leaving his room. This is the first. He said some nonsense about it being able to see into people's hearts. About being able to see into people's hearts with this. And the other. He couldn't possibly be asking what I think he is. Could he? I'm begging you, Iris's trial starts tomorrow. Look out of the picture, you're all I've got left. You're the only one that can represent her. What did you just say? You know, represent, defend, what were you expecting? Why do you think I called you here anyway? I'm a prosecutor, Larry. A prosecutor. Do you understand what I'm saying? A prosecutor is a lawyer who... Don't talk to me like a kid. I graduated from junior high, you know. Hey, Larry Betts. His voice was deep. I don't know why I made his voice deeper here. Don't worry about it. I promise I won't tell. But I mean, I had a paper badge, had no problem fooling an entire court before. How could this country's judicial system have fallen into such decay? Please, Edgy. At least listen to her. Listen to Iris' side of the story. Sir Wright wasn't joking when he gave me this badge, after all. Thank you for coming. My name is Iris. Edgeworth. Miles Edgeworth. I don't know if I can be of any help, but I will at least hear what you have to say about the murder. Mr. Wright, how is he? Mr. Lewis said that he might even die. Fortunately, he will be fine. Larry, you moron. How could you say something like that? He was badly bruised when he hit the water, but otherwise he is unharmed. Thank goodness. But he's caught some kind of nasty cold. A cold? He's running a high fever and is drifting in and out of consciousness. I must be imagining things. This woman, I feel like I've met her before. Examine. The god is glaring at me. If someone glares at you, it's only polite to return the favor, is what I was taught. Are you alright, Mr. Edgeworth? Oh, excuse me. The camera is glaring at me. If something glares at you, it's only polite to return the favor, is what I was taught. Is something bothering? Oh, excuse me. Objection, Mr. Wright. I'm going to fucking kill you. That's how law is done now. Is that an attorney's badge? Yes, this belongs to Mr. Wright. Really? I'm actually a prosecutor. Oh, then why do you have a defense attorney's badge pinned to your label? Well, you see, I borrowed it. Pardon me, Iris. I would like to ask you something if you don't mind. I have the distinct feeling you and I have met before. It must be your imagination, Mr. Edgeworth. After all, I hardly ever leave Hazakura Temple. Hazakura Temple? What's that? That? It's a place where those who wish to boost their spiritual power come to train. You need to undergo some very difficult training to release your inner spiritual power. Spiritual power? Did you go to that temple for that reason as well? No, I don't have any spiritual powers. I don't need them. In that case, what are you doing at that temple then? I've committed some sins. Sins that I need to pay for. That's why I'm there, and why I continue to train, to purify my soul. I want to ask you about last night, the night of the crime. Alright. I helped to clean up after dinner, and then went back to my room at about 8 o'clock. Later, I left my room to ring the lights out bell at 10 o'clock. Bell? We ring out at the same time each night. I see. And then? And then I was told to go to the training hall, but I went back to my room and stayed there. Why didn't you go to the training hall like you were asked to? I was frightened. Frightened? So I just stayed in my room and meditated until the murder happened. There's more to her story. I just know there is. Maybe I should dig a little deeper. You were asked to go to the training hall on the night of the murder. Yes. However, you didn't go. Because you say you were frightened. What exactly were you so frightened of? What in the world? Is there something wrong? I'm sorry, it's nothing. It looks like she's not aware of them herself. This must be what Wright was talking about. The psycho locks. I like how he mispronounces it. I believe he said that I need to present this Magatama item to do something. So, do you have any idea as to what really occurred last night? I think it was the result of the tremendous spiritual power that was unleashed. Spiritual power? Yes. Spiritual training has been a cause behind many great tragedies. This incident was just another example. Iris, I'm sorry, but I can't accept that. I'm a man of science. I don't believe in spiritual power. Edgeworth, you literally just saw spiritual power. Yes, I understand. Most people don't. And I am certain that the thing that killed the victim was a human. So please, answer me this simple question. Were you the one who killed Elise Dunim? No. I'm not the one who took her life. Those psycho-lock things aren't appearing. I suppose that means I can believe that she's not lying. What's wrong? I can't believe what I'm thinking. And here I just finished saying I don't believe in spiritual power. It appears that's about all that you can tell me. Thank you very much for listening to my story. I visited Wright at the hospital before coming here. He asked me to take care of you. Me? Yes. At the trial tomorrow, he asked me to defend you. If Mr. Wright has that much faith in you, Mr. Edgeworth, then I will gladly entrust my fate in your capable hands. But before that, I have one question. Yes? Do you know Wright? Why would you ask that? Whenever you came up in our conversation, he would begin to act a little strange. Mr. Edgeworth? Are you his friend? Friends? Well, in a sense, yes. It was 5 years ago. That's when I deceived him. You deceived him? I heard that he was in a lot of pain after what happened. I know what a weak person I am. That's why I thought it was best if he never saw me again. I wanted him to just forget about me without learning the truth. Well, if you ask me, Wright is still suffering. Until he learns the truth, I don't think he will ever be able to truly recover. Iris, it's not too late. You should go to him. Tell him the truth. I will defend you, but only if you agree to that one condition. All right, Mr. Edgeworth. I promise. Very well. I'll do everything in my power to get you an acquittal. That's enough information gathering for now. I should head to the crime scene. I love the song. Last time this played was in the second case. Alright. February 8th, Dusky Bridge. It sure is cold, alright. So this is it, Dusky Bridge. Mr. Edgeworth! Detective Gumshoe. Long time no see. It's been about a year. Or has it been longer? It doesn't matter, Detective. What does matter is why you're shuffling around up here. Oh, ouch! And there was a sharp left jab. Well, I'm happy to see you anyway, Mr. Edgeworth. Let me guess. You were transferred into another section at work. A good choice. The vast amount of nothing up here must be quite easy to guard. I heard you were back in the country and arranged to come all the way out here. Everybody was real nice, and even let me take charge of the investigation, sir. Gumshoe indeed. Like gum on your shoe, he's impossible to get rid of. I was supposed to report on the details of the crime scene, sir. Anyway, here I am, Detective Dick Gumshoe, reporting for duty. Great. Thank you, Detective. I thought Prosecutor Godot was gonna get here before me. That guy's a real mystery, I tell ya. Prosecutor Godot? I'm gonna do this first. Ah, what's that thing doing on your label, Mr. Edgeworth? Is it really that odd? Bet it is, sir. A prosecutor wearing a defense attorney's badge. That's like a detective with a license to kill. Motherfucker. You have a license to kill. Does this little thing hold that ominous of a meaning? I just got back into the country, so I don't really know much about the case. It's simple. Well, simple as is as simple does, as they say. Oh, you've got no idea how much I've missed that bite and that sarcasm of yours, sir. But seriously, this one's a piece of cake. There's a witness, that's all, the whole thing. A witness? Yeah, that bikini lady. Bikini lady? Here? On this freezing cold mountain? Well, you should talk to her yourself if you want the details, sir. I may have to talk to this bikini lady, I mean, decisive witness myself. So, this is the bridge that Wright fell through. Yep, I can't imagine being that reckless myself. Look before you cross, is how it goes, right? What was that leap? And is there something on the other side? Yeah, some old building they call the Inner Temple. But we can't get over there without a bridge, sir. What? Nobody lives there, so it's usually not a problem. But someone was at the Inner Temple doing some training and now they're stuck there. Yes, I heard that from Wright. It's Maya Fey. Oh no. There again. Anyway, the air's really turbulent right now, so we can't do an aerial extraction. So no one's gonna be able to reach the Inner Temple until tomorrow, sir. Will she be alright in this cold? So, how did this bridge burn down anyway? We're almost 100% sure it was lightning. We're almost 100% sure it's lightning. Lightning? So, who's this Prosecutor Godot? I've never heard of him. Hold on. Yeah, he's a new guy. He showed up after you left the country. He's a complete rookie, but nobody can say a bad word about the guy. What kind of man is he? He just became a prosecutor recently, but he's good, sir. Real good. If he's so good, how is it that I've never heard of him? Is he the lead prosecutor on this case? You bet he is. After all, you know who was right in the middle of it. You know who? Voldemort! Phoenix Wright, of course. For some reason, Godot has really got it in for Mr. Wright. Well? Yeah, he seems to have some kind of a grudge. What would be the cause of this grudge? I don't know. Maybe he made fun of his mask or something. None of this is making any sense. I'd better look into this Godot myself. You're telling me the bridge caught on fire due to a fluke bolt of lightning? Yup. Last night it snowed for the first time in 3 days. It's a little unusual for lightning to occur during a snowfall like that. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I got his voice back, okay. But according to the weather data, the lightning definitely struck. Weather data added to the court record. I see. This is a very detailed weather report. Weather data, type documents received from Detective Gumshoe. The regional weather report for the night of the crime. Touch text on the details. Eagle Mountain weather data for February 7th. Snow with occasional lightning strikes. Snow, 7 to approximately 10:50 p.m. Lightning, 10 to approximately 11 p.m. Lightning struck Dusky Bridge at 11:45, around 30 minutes passed between the fire starting and going out. Almost too detailed. It even has the exact time that the lightning struck the bridge. Oh, that? We got the information from the witness's testimony. Someone actually saw the lightning hit the bridge. Who is this witness? Sorry, I'll go ask one of the local cops later, sir. Do I have to present something to you? Whenever something happens, this guy always shows up like he hasn't got a care. In fact, you know what? Every time he shows up, I always wonder the same thing. Maybe somehow he's actually the cause of all these incidents. I wonder if Gumshoe has realized it yet. But you could say the exact same thing about him. I got more things. At least you know. Age, gender female. The victim of this incident. A picture book author of unknown age. Larry's teacher. Iris, age 25, gender female. The defendant, a nun from Hazakura Temple, doesn't seem to have any spiritual power. Good day, gentle male. The prosecutor for this case. He apparently holds some sort of grudge against Wright. No, Maya. How sad. I do think I have to present something. Look, I'm glad I'm just your everyday simple detective. Don't ask me such tough questions, okay? That's not something to be proud of, detective. There's a lot we don't know about the victim. We don't know her real name, her background. We don't know anything, really. That's rather odd. If she was trying to hide her identity, why would she become an author? Well, but it was just one of those things, you know. She probably never expected to get so popular. I feel like I've seen this girl somewhere before. She wasn't from a prior case, was she? Nope, can't be. We did a database search with the fingerprints and came up with nothing. I see. I just can't shake this nagging feeling. Well, everyone knows that you aren't quite popular with the ladies, sir. Maybe she's an old girlfriend that you sent to Thumbsville when you were younger. The detective! Where did you hear such nonsense from? I didn't hear from anyone. It's just how I imagine you to be, sir. Do I really inspire this sort of frothing desire from the female masses? I usually hear about promising young prosecutor candidates while they're still in school. But I've never seen or heard of this person. I gotta admit, he's buzzing all right. He disappeared one day, big mug of steaming coffee in his hand. He sounds like an interesting man. Yeah, the whole prosecutor's office is really into double special macchiatos lately. Okay, I'm not gonna get... Do I present Larry? Okay. You're supposed to be Miss Elise Doman's apprentice or something. I see. Yeah, you drew a nice portrait of me. That's nice. But he made me pay him 50 cents for it. Only 50 cents? Holy shit, that's cheap as shit. I'm sorry about that. You don't seem very interested in him, Mr. Edgeworth. I really don't want to talk about him. That's why. Damn. Poor Larry. Alright, I guess that's all. Main gate. February 8th, Hazakura Temple, main gate. Yo, Edgy, what took you so long? I'm so cold my brains tend to sherbet. I knew it was a mistake to race back to this country. What do you mean? Wright is going to be fine, and the case itself isn't anything unusual. Yes, it is, Edgeworth, you have no idea. And I find myself taking a request to defend a woman accused of murder. Hey, wait a sec. Oh, that objection! What's going on here, Mr. Edgeworth? It's hard to explain, but one thing led to another, and... What kind of lame excuse is that? And you call yourself a defense attorney? Prosecutor Edgeworth is a prosecutor, and that's why he's Prosecutor Edgeworth. Prosecutor Edgeworth, defense attorney just sounds plain old weird, pal. Right, Prosecutor Edgeworth? I'm not sure what role I'm supposed to be playing anymore. Dude, Edgy! I don't see you for a couple of years, and your heart tends to sherbet. I'd say more like sorbet. It is rather cold up here. Iris didn't murder her, someone else did. I just know it, okay? So trust me on this. Ever the romantic, aren't you, Larry? Nevertheless, I'll do whatever I can to prove her innocence. At least until I can pass the baton on to Wright, that is. Man, I'm telling you, Iris is so cute. Right, Edgy? You think so too, don't you? What's wrong? Why are you so quiet? To put it simply, your comment has me highly concerned. Could it be that the reason you think she's innocent? Come on, a girl like cute can't possibly be a murderer. I was right after all. I should never have come back. Oh no, don't worry. I see things rather really odd this time, honest. If I had a penny for every time he said that. It's just that, well, Iris is a delicate flower. You can't force things too much, you know what I mean? Huh? I have no idea what you're talking about, Larry. Oh, forget it. I didn't say anything. Larry, where were you and what were you doing on the night of the crime? Larry? What? Don't tell me. I think I might have done it. What? Get lost. Go back on your charter jet and get out of my sight, you creep. And I hope your plane crashes and you die. I'll ask just one more time. On the night of the murder, where were you and what were you doing? As I suspected, a psycho lock. I'm sorry, man. You know me, I just don't remember. My short-term memory is a wreck, dude. Come to think of it, when you were a kid, you were always saying, when I grow up, I want to be a lawyer and defend people, or something like that. That was a long time ago. But see, now you've got the chance to follow your boyhood dream for a day. Reggie, you gotta do it. You gotta save my little Iris. This is exactly why I hate childhood friends. I suppose this type of thing is necessary up here in the mountains. Say, this just gave me a great idea. Something tells me he's going to tell me what's on his mind, whether I like it or not. I've got an idea for a brand new invention. It might even make me rich. An invention? Yeah, a car that can travel on snow. I'll call it a snow car. So, what do you think, sir? Would you go for a ride in something like that? Only after you take the first 1,000 test rides. Gumshoe, that's a thing already. That's literally what that is. February 8th, Hazakura Temple, Main Hall. Hey, hello there. So, how are you feeling? Alright, I suppose. Huh? Who's this? My name is Miles Edgeworth. My, handsome boy such as yourself is always welcome. If circumstances weren't so tragic, I might just... Please don't call me boy. I'm sorry to trouble you, but I'm looking for a woman in a bikini. Well, you found her. Now, what can I do for you? I'm sorry, but I don't see any bikinis. If you ask nicely, I might just give you a peek, big boy. Mr. Edgeworth. This is the head nun, Sister Bikini. She's the witness. Why didn't you tell me that earlier? This is exactly why your salary keeps getting cut. My stomach is already growling in protest. So, what's the latest about my beloved Iris? Well, first, I want to hear what you know. I need this thing here. God damn it. There are more answer cushions in the corner of the room. What's that white piece of paper sticking out from under that stack? Beats me. Would you mind checking that for me, Detective Gumshoe? Yes, sir. Here you are, Mr. Edgeworth. It looks like an old manila envelope. Yeah. What is it, Detective? This could be it. An ultra important clue. A super special clue. I suppose I should read it myself, then. It looks like a letter addressed to Sister Iris. Tonight at Turnabout Heavenly Hall. Unless you want your secret to be exposed. This sounds like a blackmail letter. Not Iris added to the court record. Nice going there, Mr. Edgeworth. Why can I ever find clues like that? You're an ultra important prosecutor. A super duper prosecutor. Well, I suppose it takes a super duper kind of dumb to miss a clue like this. That's all I need from that. Not to Iris. Type documents. Found in the Hazakura Temple main hall. Found in the main hall. Maybe she dropped it. To Iris of Hazakura Temple. Salutation here. There's something I must talk to you about. I'll be waiting for you tonight at 10 at Heavenly Hall. Make sure to come unless you want your secret to be exposed. About this here.
Let me see. Well, as you may know, in order to see reality for what it truly is, we strive to break our attachments to much of the transient material realm. I guess you could call me an immaterial girl.
I guess she lives in an immaterial world, huh, Mr. Edgeworth?
First, I'd like to ask you about last night. Well, last night, we had an acolyte here for training. After dinner, the two of us went to the training hall in the temple.
You must be talking about Maya. Approximately what time was that?
I suppose it was about 9 o'clock when we left here. Training lasts all night long. It's extremely exhausting. The channeling dojo's head nun must be in attendance at all times to keep watch.
Wow, you're right. It does sound exhausting.
Detective, this is no time for flattery.
Sorry.
Sometime around 11, you witnessed this incident in the courtyard. But your duty was in the inner temple. Why did you come back here? The way you're staring at me, I'm starting to get goosebumps.
I'm starting to get goosebumps myself, but for a decidedly different reason. Oh, you get the chills pretty easy, don't you, Mr. Edgeworth?
Alright then, I'd like you to tell me exactly what you saw in the courtyard. It must have been past 11. No, I can't say it. It's too much for my poor heart.
Hey, calm down, lady. Let go of my thigh.
I saw two people. One of them was lying on the ground. The other one was stabbing her from the back with a sword.
Did you see this criminal with your own eyes?
I didn't want to believe what I was seeing, but it was Iris.
You must have been quite shocked. Of course you was. Try putting yourself in her shoes. It'd be like if you were stabbing Mr. Right smack in the middle of a courtroom, and I happened to witness it from the witness stand. I'd be pretty shocked too.
I know it sounds insane, but that's what I saw. When I finally realized what I was seeing, I screamed, and then I passed out.
Unfortunately for us, her testimony seems to be pretty solid.
However, the idea of Iris doing such a foul act seems unnatural.
Unnatural?
The girl I know simply isn't capable of this sort of foulness.
I wonder what she means by that. As the head nun, it's your duty to stay with the acolyte at all times, correct?
Yes, that's correct. I know I may look strong, but the truth is, I've got a bad lower back.
A bad lower back?
Yes, it's especially bad in the winter. So bad that I can't even lift the bucket.
Ah.
Do you remember how cold it was last night? My bad back felt as stiff as frozen glass. I just wanted to take a nice hot bath to ease my aching back. That's why I returned to the main hall.
So you left the disciple all alone?
Don't be ridiculous. I would never do that. That's why I ordered Iris to the inner temple after she had rung the bell for lights out.
Yes, but she never went to the inner temple, did she? Did this head nun even see Iris? I think I'd better try to get some more details. So, who's this acolyte that was to train at the inner temple?
Her name is Maya Fey. I treated her very badly, I'm ashamed to say. And after she went through the trouble to sign up for the special course.
Special course?
It's a training session where you sit on a block of spirit eyes and chant 30,000 times.
You don't mean to tell me she's still doing that over at the inner temple, do you?
No, of course not. You don't have to worry about that one little bit. Last night we still hadn't started the training session itself.
Well, that's good to hear.
Oh, dear, there's one thing I forgot to tell you.
Uh-oh. I don't think I like the sound of this.
Do you know that small girl? I believe she is Mr. Maya's little sister.
Maya has a little sister? Oh, you mean Little Pearl? That's Maya Fey's cousin.
Little Pearl? thought she was going to visit Mr. Caliste after cleaning up dinner, but I hadn't seen her at all since late last night. She's nowhere to be found.
You mean she was with the victim?
It's all the fault of my stupid, creaky old back.
The little girl who was with the victim on the night of the murder is gone. As they say, the plot thickens. Do I have to present Iris her hood?
Well, that's a demon Warden hood. Acolytes are highly susceptible to possession by evil spirits, you know. That's why we always wear these for protection.
Oh, I see.
What are you waiting for? You won't get any protection just by holding it, you know. Put it on already.
No, I can't. I was just... it's like it was made just for you, Mr. Edgeworth. What do you mean by that, Detective?
It looks absolutely marvelous. You've just got to keep it on for a while.
Is this some sort of divine retribution? Do you know anything about this old crumpled up letter?
Is that addressed to Iris?
Yep. It clearly says to Iris on it.
I can't believe it. That girl doesn't have any secrets from me.
Ah, so Sister Bikini didn't know anything about it. Maya! Wait. Bikini, age 48, gender female. A nun from Hazakura Temple discovered the murder. Her bad back really bothers her. Maya Fey, age 19, gender female. Went to the inner temple for spiritual training and is now trapped there. Pearl Fey, age 9, gender female. Maya's cousin, was apparently with the victim at the time of the crime, currently missing. You said you went with Maya to the training hall in the inner temple last night. Did you happen to see Iris while you were there?
Of course I saw her. I told her to meet us after ringing the 10 o'clock bell for dinner. Bell for lights out.
So you say Iris came to the inner temple then?
Of course she did. Iris had always been a good, obedient girl. After that, I had Maya begin her training ceremony.
But that doesn't fit with Iris' story at all. She said that she never went to the inner temple. As they say, the plot thickens.
It's all my fault. Me and my stupid back. Mr. Caliste had been murdered, an important acolyte is trapped, and a little girl has been lost.
You know, you really shouldn't be so negative. It creates bad karma.
Quite right. I need to do some more training myself, I think.
Nope, okay. I think that's it. Courtyard. We've been here? Well, yeah, we have been here. February 8th, Hazakura Temple, Courtyard. This is where the murder took place, eh? Other than removing the body, we left everything else untouched. Thanks, Detective. I'll just have a look around. Looks like the police are still investigating. Oh yeah, by the way, I thought I'd better ask, just to be sure. Are you really going to defend that nun Iris at the trial tomorrow? Yes, I will. I gave her my word, and now I must follow through with my commitments. If only everyone was like Edgeworth, following their commitments. Well, in that case, I've got to be careful. Got to make sure I don't leak the prosecution's whole investigation. Don't worry about it, Detective. Just keep your mouth closed and I think most of it will flow out on its own. Roger, sir. I know exactly what you're saying. Very well, Detective. Thankfully, his diarrhea of the mouth is permanent. Alright, I guess we're doing this. The victim is the famous picture book author, Miss Elise Dunham. Her entire past up until she won that writing award last year is a total mystery. It's hard to believe in this day and age you can still find people like that. The estimated time of death of the victim was between 10 o'clock and 11 o'clock p.m. on February 7th. Cause of death was blood loss resulting from a stab to the back by the murder weapon. The murder weapon? The victim was found skewed with a giant sword, sir. That's terrible. Yeah, but there's one strange thing. Yes? The victim's entire body was covered with bruises. And the bruises are consistent with falling from the height of the two-story building.
A two-story building? That would be about the same height as that room in front of us, correct?
Hey, you're right. Way to go, Mr. Edgeworth. It just happens to be the room that Elise Dunham was staying in.
Maybe she was pushed out of the window after she was stabbed by the sword. Autopsy report added to the court record. Elise's autopsy report. Type reports received from Detective Gumshoe. Time 10 to 11 p.m. Cause loss of blood from stab and back. Body fell 10 feet after death.
Now we got
investigation, middle stage. That's the song that's playing. Middle stage. Now then, detective. Let's see if we can summarize what we've learned so far.
Okay, let's take a look at the map. According to the testimony of Sister Bikini, they had none. She and Maya Fey headed to the inner temple right after dinner was finished. At 10 o'clock p.m., after ringing the bell for lights out, Iris went to the inner temple. When she got this, Bikini had her take over while she went back to Hazakura Temple. After taking a hot bath to soothe her back, Sister Bikini witnessed the murder in the courtyard. If you want more details, you should ask Bikini herself in the main hall.
The inner temple hall? I'd like some more information about that place. The trial begins tomorrow, but who's the prosecutor?
I'm pretty sure it's that Godot guy, but nobody can get a hold of him, so they're looking for a replacement.
What do you mean?
It's really weird, all of a sudden no one can reach him. I wonder if the rumors are true. Maybe since Mr. Wright got a cold and won't be defending, he just lost interest.
I intend to appear in court in the role of a defense lawyer. However, I would be quite unhappy if it came out that I'm actually a prosecutor.
Yeah, I can see why. But I'm not the one you have to worry about. I think the real problem is going to be that judge.
Yes, he certainly would have remembered my face even after such a long absence. That's why I request another judge preside over the case. We've only met each other once. There's a good chance he won't remember me at all.
Yeah, but what about the prosecutor? Everyone in the prosecutor's office must know you. Wouldn't it be a problem if someone there made a big stink, sir?
There's no need to worry. I pulled a few strings and arranged for a prosecutor of my own choosing.
Wow, Mr. Edgeworth, I had no idea you had such a powerful string to pull.
What is this inner temple that Maya was supposedly training at?
According to Bikini, it's an old building they use for training the acolytes. It's on the other side of Dusky Bridge.
The bridge that burned down, huh? Is there anything else on the other side of that bridge beside the inner temple?
Nope, not a thing.
Nothing.
The other side is surrounded by cliffs on all sides. In a way, it's kind of like a little island out there.
So the only thing there is the inner temple?
It's not the kind of place a person could survive in.
Please be alright, Maya. Please be alright, Maya. The main gate must be just over that stone wall.
Ah, stone walls. I jumped over a few of those in my time. Most of them are good memories, but not all.
Detective, perhaps someone should introduce you to the concept of paucity of words. So, the sword from the scrolled statue is actually the murder weapon.
It sure is. It's called the Shichishito, by the way. Nasty piece of work, sir.
There's still blood on it. I suppose this is the victim's blood?
Yep, it's all over the blade. And speaking of all over the blade, there are fingerprints all over the hilt of the Shichishito too.
Fingerprints?
Naturally, they match the prints we got from the younger nun, the defendant.
The fingerprints are on the murder weapon?
What's wrong? You're looking really solemn.
Is this how it is for right? Is this what it's like to be a defense lawyer?
Yeah, I figured it doesn't really look good. I did not say the correct word. Yeah, I suppose it doesn't really feel good.
To be honest, it feels more like it's detrimental to your health. Shito out of the court record. What's this? It looks like a wizard's staff.
That belonged to the victim, Miss Lee Stoneham. There's nothing strange or magical about it. Oh yeah, listen, this is just between us, okay, sir?
Yes? What?
This is top secret stuff. Don't tell anyone about this.
Alright.
The truth is, when I was a kid, I wanted to be a wizard.
That's it? That's what you wanted to tell me?
That's it.
The staff was made from a very strong kind of wood. What about fingerprints? Were there any on it?
They're just the victims.
I think that's it. I don't think there's anything else here. Shichishito, type weapons found in the Hazakura Temple courtyard. The apparent murder weapon had the victim's blood and the suspect's fingerprints on it. Victim staff, type other, found in the Hazakura Temple courtyard. Carried by Lee Stoneham when she was alive. Has her fingerprints on it. That has to be it, right? Right. No.
The sword represents the multiple branches that life can take, all ending as one.
I've never heard that one.
You know what I think about sometimes? What kind of life would I have had if I hadn't joined the homicide division?
So you think that about that kind of thing too, huh?
Of course I do. I think about it a lot. Me as a traffic cop, me as a detention officer, me as the Blue Badger.
I guess he doesn't have any plans to leave the force.
Oh, so I think I might have already told you about this, but the truth is, when I was a little kid...
You wanted to become a wizard, right?
Hey, that's amazing! How did you know that? So, what do you think? I'd make a really great one, don't you think?
We just had this conversation a little while ago, detective.
Look, okay.
What about Pearl? Has someone seen her at all since last night?
Seems that way. Apparently she hasn't gone back to Crine Village either, sir.
But it's true that she was with Listina at some point last night.
No doubt about it. Ah! You mean that maybe whoever killed Miss Stoneham also?
Don't jump to crazy conclusions.
Ouch! You sure have one mean punch, Mr. Edgeworth. It's downright fierce.
Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I think I got everything I need to do up here. So we gotta go back to the detention center. February 8th, Hazakura Temple. Main gate. I don't see Larry anywhere.
Maybe we scared the boy get away.
His heart was shut tight with a psycho lock. I guess I'll have to look for him now. What a thorn in my side. So quiet. February 8th, Detention Center, Visitor's Room. Ah, Mr. Edgeworth. I came back because I need to ask you a few more questions, if you don't mind. But I've already told you everything that Iris, please remember, I'm on your side. You can tell me anything. Yes. Thank you. Nothing else to talk about here, right? Yeah. Wait. Inner Temple. I just finished speaking with the head nun of Hazakura Temple. She testified very clearly as to what happened. She said she saw you stab Miss Lee Stoneham with a sword. And one other thing. She said that when Maya Fey began her training at the Inner Temple. You were there as well. What? When I spoke with you last, you claimed that you never went to the Inner Temple. And yet Sister Bikini said she met with you at the Inner Temple that very night. But I didn't go there. I didn't go to the Inner Temple last night. It looks like she's unwilling to tell me the whole truth. I wonder if I'll find the answers I'm looking for if I break those psycho locks. Alright. Edgeworth has some new voice lines! Yeah, I love it. He scratches an itch. Just take that and just hold it. Scratches an itch for me, and I don't know why. Since I've been handed this case, it is my duty to dig up all the answers. Understood? Yes, sir. The smallest flame can sometimes bathe into case in a whole new light. In my years in court, I've seen it happen over and over again. That's why I'm committed to searching until I have those answers. Now then, is it really true that you didn't go to the Inner Temple last night? Yes, I swear. I already told you that. Yes, you said you didn't go because you were frightened. That's right. If that's the case, then the obvious question is, what were you so afraid of? Iris, I wonder. Is this what frightened you so much that you couldn't even leave your own room? I found this in the main hall. It is addressed to you. Ah, that's... Well, Iris, why are you glaring at me like that? You were scared of the blackmailer who wrote this to you. Isn't that correct? Ah! Was it the evidence or the power of my glare that broke that lock? Oh well, I don't suppose it matters either way. But, Mr. Edgeworth... Yes? I thought that letter was just someone playing a prank on me. A prank? Oh yes. After all, even if I did have a secret, there's no one to tell it to that would cause me any grief. I wonder about that. Sister Bikini is like a mother to me. I would never hide anything from her. No, you may not have anything to hide under normal circumstances. However, last night was different. Unfortunately, I don't know the exact nature of your secret yet. However, whatever it is, there's one person you didn't want your secret told to. Phoenix Wright. Ah! You mean something to Wright, don't you? It seems. And I can tell he holds a special place in your heart as well. That's why you didn't want him, of all people, to know your deep, dark secrets. Well, what do you have to say? I should have expected as much, especially from a friend of his. After dinner, this letter was waiting for me in my room. As I said, I was frightened by it. What is this heavenly hall the letter mentions? It's a small mountain shack at the base of Dusky Bridge. A small shack? Huh? It's more like a broken down shack that no one would ever want to go near. Where is it on this map? It's around here. To get there, you must follow a small path down from Dusky Bridge. The reality is, to get to the Inner Temple, I had no choice but to cross the bridge. The thought that such a terrible criminal could be looking at Heavenly Hall. I was so scared by the whole affair that I didn't want to think about it at all. So this is the secret that you locked away in your heart? Yes. It looks as though I may have to visit this heavenly hall now. Maybe I'll find some sign of our mystery blackmailer. In any case, you still claim to have never left your room last night. Yes, that's exactly right. Iris' testimony out of the court record. The trial starts tomorrow. I promise you I will win. I'm going to win so that you and Phoenix Wright can see each other again. But when I do, you must promise me that you will tell him your secret. But it's pointless. Why would you say that? Because I may know who Phoenix Wright is, but he has no idea who I am. Iris's testimony, typed documents received from Iris. Rang lights out bell at 10 o'clock p.m. and was then in a room until the murder was discovered. Hey, Gumshoe. February 8th, Heavenly Hall. Whoa, not much of a view down here, huh? It's still better than the view from my apartment, though. Someone's here. Hide yourself, detective. Oh, why? Why does this always happen? Whenever I find a girl I like, they always run away. I even chase one of them to Tibet. Next time it's going to be prison, I guess. I'll steal that detective's wallet. That'll get me locked up for sure. Nah, I can't do that to someone who looks like he's down on his luck. He's just talking to himself. Shh! Be quiet and listen. I knew it. I shouldn't have done that. I blew it again. Done that? What did he do, I wonder? Hey, you! What you just said? I got an objection. What the? Achie, you dirty rat! Gumshoe, you oaf. I'm sorry, sir. Before I knew it, I was shouting out objection. And in a loud, commanding voice, too. I even pointed it with my pointer finger. You've watched too many trials. I'm sorry. Okay, Larry, the jig is up. What have you got to say for yourself? What is this little shack, anyway? Well, I just discovered it myself yesterday. And why were you down here in the first place? Come on, I'm an artist. I'm just looking for a good place to sketch. This is a great little place. It's artistic. It's quiet, it's cold, it's got no power, and it looks like it's about to collapse. Sounds a lot like my apartment there, pal. One thing's for sure. No one is likely to show up and disturb you here. So, can I get you something to drink? Maybe some hot water, maybe? He's getting all buddy-buddy on us, sir. Listen to me, Edgy. You've got to do this. You've got to save Iris. Why are you so sure she's innocent? Because she's cute? Watch your mouth. Anyway, I've made up my mind about it. I'm going to marry that girl. Mr. Edgeworth is pretending he didn't hear you, so I'm gonna ask for him. Have you already asked this girl to marry you? No, not yet. But I can tell how she feels by the look in her eyes. She's got this I really want this man to carry me over the threshold look. I'm sure Nick would be surprised. He'd never imagined that I could marry such a beautiful girl like that. Something tells me he would be shocked indeed. That's why I didn't want her to do anything dangerous. I mean, what am I gonna do if she gets hurt? What is this guy trying to say? He lost me about a mile back. If you really want to know the answer to that, we're going to have to drag him onto the witness stand. Come to think of it, you still haven't answered my question. Where were you and what were you doing last night? Oh man, don't you have anything else to talk about? With that kind of attitude, you'll never be a ladies' man like me. Okay, chill out with those scary eyes, I got it. If you really want to know, last night, I saw something incredible. Something incredible? Yeah, but let's not talk about that now. Let's talk about the good old days. What do you say? Come on, I'll pour you a nice cup of hot water. Why hasn't he realized that I absolutely despise talking about the good old days? Especially with him. Take that! The night of the crime. Alright, now you're going to tell me what you really saw last night. Whoa, you're really upset, aren't you, Edgy? Okay, I'll talk. Huh? That was a bit too easy. Yeah, anyway, it was awesome. Never seen anything like it. At around 10 o'clock last night, it started thundering. I'd been sleeping, I'm not sure for how long. Suddenly, zing! The world in front of me went away. Like I'd just been slapped in the face by my old girlfriend, Naomi. And then, it was on fire. The bridge was on fire.
The Dusky Bridge caught fire. Are you saying you saw it with your own eyes?
Hey, why are you giving me the evil eye? I'm telling the truth.
There's still 3 psycho locks remaining. That means he's still trying to hide something. By the way, Larry, where were you when you saw that happen?
Where you say? What do you mean?
What do you mean, what do I mean? Just answer the question.
I was in my own room, by the main hall. Where else would I be?
As usual, you're as transparent as an empty jelly jar. The problem, I suspect, lies there.
There? What do you mean, there?
It's impossible for you to have seen the lightning strike Dusky Bridge from your room. Is it this? Yeah, it's this. This is the map of the area. Take a look around the vicinity of Hasakura Temple.
What am I looking for?
I think that should be fairly obvious. The main hall is surrounded by trees, and it's impossible to see the bridge from here.
What? Why did you tell me that before?
Well, how about it?
How about what?
Do you feel like talking now?
About what?
It looks like it won't be that easy after all. You leave me no choice. I'll have to move on to the next step. You weren't in your room at the temple. So then, where were you?
You don't know that. I wasn't in my room.
So where was Larry? And why was he here? And why was he there? If I've read the situation up to this point correctly, the answer is fairly obvious. Very well then, let's test my theory. The place you witnessed lightning striking Dusky Bridge was here. The place you saw the lightning strike from was naturally Heavenly Hall.
Why would I be hanging out in this old shack? It's freezing cold, there's no electricity, and it could fall apart at any minute.
Larry, how do you know that anyway? How do you know that there's no electricity? After all, it's not that dark yet.
Uh-oh.
In other words, you have just provided evidence to prove my theory. My theory that you've at least once in your life visited Heavenly Hall after sunset.
I have to admit, I'm impressed, Edgy. You're in a totally different league from Nick.
That's nice. Now tell me, what were you doing at the cold little shack last night?
That's what you might call a fait décor.
I think you mean a fait décor. I don't know if I can say these French words, man. Could it be you were waiting for someone?
Oh, no! You really are one scary guy, you know.
I believe that last night you were waiting for this person to come meet you. There's only one person you'd wait for in a horrible place like this, Larry.
I told you before, don't call me Larry.
The person you were waiting for was Iris.
Oh, suddenly I feel cold all over, Edgy.
No doubt because of my chilly glare.
So you think I got the hots for Sister Iris, huh? Do you have some kind of evidence? You got something that proves I was waiting for her? Or are you just guessing?
This is where I draw the line and end this ridiculous little game. Here's the evidence that you were waiting for Iris. Here's your evidence. You called her to this spot with a pathetic blackmail letter.
Oh, hey, give that back. You're embarrassing me. What are you doing with that anyway?
That's not important. I misjudged you, Larry.
What do you mean?
Taking advantage of a woman's frailty like that. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Oh.
First of all, what's this at the top of the letter? It says salutation here.
Well, that's what it said in that book, Letter Writing for Dummies.
You're not supposed to actually write that. That's where you're supposed to write, Dear Iris.
I'm so sorry.
So you were here in Heavenly Hall last night, were you not, Larry?
And you saw the lightning hit Dusky Bridge, didn't you?
Sorry, Edgy. Sorry doesn't cut it, you scumbag. Threatening a young lady like that.
Wait, hold up.
What now, pal?
What are you talking about? What threatening stuff?
I'll tell you what, you tried to scare Iris by threatening to expose a secret, pal.
What do you mean threaten? When did I threaten her?
Unless you want your secret to be exposed. That sure sounds like a threat to me, pal. Blackmail, in fact.
Give me a break. It's a love letter. Haven't you ever been in love? What did you just say?
My love for you burned so hot that you could melt all the snow on this mountain.
Oh? Then what is this secret you mention?
Come on, Edgy. Don't you get it? I'm talking about the secret love between me and her. Obviously, she wouldn't want the old lady bikini to know about it, right? About our hot and sour, bittersweet love affair.
Alright, then why did you send a love letter in a business-like manila envelope?
Give me a break, it's not my fault I didn't have any other envelopes, yeesh! Why are you so quick to apologize, pal? It's because Edgy gave me that scary look of his. What's wrong, Edgy? Why are you so quiet all of a sudden?
That's it? That's all those huge locks were about?
I don't understand why you were so defensive. Well, I don't know either. I guess the thing is, you shouldn't expect too much from a guy like me. Hey, come on, don't let it get you down. But Mr. Edgeworth, the sky's still hiding something, I know it.
What do you mean, detective?
Don't forget what the sky said just a minute ago. You really want to know? Last night, I saw something incredible.
He's right. Larry.
What? You're looking at me like a hungry dog that just found a bone.
What was this something incredible you saw last night? You're going to tell me, Larry, one way or another.
I already told you, didn't I? I saw lightning strike Dusky Bridge.
Yes, and I believe it was the incredible sight you saw. Now that I think about it, something doesn't quite ring true.
What doesn't?
If that's all there is to your story, your heart wouldn't have had all those locks. Yes, Larry, I believe you saw something last night. Something more incredible than lightning.
What? When? Where? Why? How? Hey, what do you think you're doing? If you had anything from Mr. Edgeworth, I'll arrest you on the spot, pal. Hey. No! What's wrong, sir?
Does this mean I have to do it all over again?
Why are you glaring at me like that? Like I'm the next to be hit by a bolt of lightning?
I've just... Oh, flash flood.
Okay.
That scared me. I don't know if you saw that, because the way I set up is only recording this app. So I don't know if you saw the flash flood warning. I've just about had it with this Harlequin. If I really want to drag the truth out of him, I'll just have to drag him to the witness stand. To be continued. And we will see how Edgeworth fares as a defense attorney in court next time. Bye-bye!